Hello, hi. Okay, so quick video. I know that's what a lot of people say, but yeah. So I noticed. Please disregard that beeping, the chirping noise. Hopefully, maintenance is coming tomorrow to fix it. Today is Sunday. It started just beeping chirping out of the blue on Thursday evening, on Thursday night and Friday. I thought they was gonna come, they didn't come, and it's the weekend, so hopefully they'll come tomorrow. So excuse the chirping, for the alarm in the hallway. But anyways, so quick video. Okay. People talking about. Well, I noticed a lot of people are talking about a second sun in the sky, or like how. Well, I've seen some videos when people recording multiple suns in the sky. Should I take my glasses off? Cause I see my reflection in my glasses. Um, take my glasses off. Okay, so when people talk about blah 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 blah, I see I see videos when people are recording two suns in the sky or multiple suns in the sky at one time. Okay, so my take on that is there are, this is my experience. This is what I know. This is what I've seen. This is what it is with me. Okay, this is okay. I seen three suns in the sky when I was a little girl, when in elementary school. Can't remember what grade, but it was during the time where Bradbury Heights. I grew up in PG County, Maryland, on in Bradbury Heights Elementary School. Like I went there through kindergarten through the sixth grade, but throughout that time, kindergarten, Miss Marshall class, and sixth grade, Mr. Duncan class. Throughout the years, so my parents would take us out of school and put us in different schools, and then we end up back there. I think in the fourth grade. I believe in the fourth grade, my mom moved back to the area in Capitol Heights, Maryland, on Nova Avenue. But anyways, so it was during that time in the 80s. I was young. I want to say 7, 8 years old, maybe. And I was born in '82, so there's probably like 88-ish, 87. I don't know, y'all. But it was during the time where Bradbury Heights Elementary School in Prince George's County, Maryland, was getting remodeled. So they had to ship us to a whole new school, okay? We still lived in the same area, but now we had to ride a school bus, which was like 15 minutes away, to another school while Bradbury Heights was getting remodeled, okay? So during this new school, or this temporary school. I think it was like an old high school or something. I don't know. But anyways, it was during that time when I seen the three suns in the sky. And this was normal to me. Okay. I would be talking to the three suns. I remember sitting in class and goodness, I wasn't sitting directly next to the window. It was like, how many rows was it in the classroom? It was like the teacher desk straight ahead, and all the desks is facing the teacher. Okay, the teacher straight ahead, the blackboard where the teacher at, yada yada yada. The door where I'm at, I'm explaining it how I'm sitting right now. Where I'm at, I will be facing the teacher. Okay, and then the door would be this side. So what is this? This is left. The door would be on the left side when you come in the classroom, and then the windows would be on the right. And the windows is on the right hand side. So it would be a row of students on this side. I'm gonna say it was probably just say 20 of us in the classroom. It would be a row of four, right here, 4 or 5, and then I would be sitting next to the row that's sitting next to the window. So the window is on the wall on the right hand side. You've got windows on this wall. Okay. It's a group of students, my classmates, sitting in a desk next to the window. Of course, there's space, in between the window and the desk. They're not like up on the window. It's walking room. And then there's walking room between that, and I'm sitting next to them. And then it's like two more rows of students, going closer to the door. Hopefully that makes sense. And the teacher is facing us, but her desk is in front of us. You know how the teacher's got to look at the students. Okay. So, anyways, I remember, and we have big windows, okay? This is elementary school. So I remember I would have to look, of course, to my right hand side to look out the window. And I like looking out the window, and during that time, I don't know, was it during the time when my great grandmama passed and I used to see her a whole lot, like communicate with her, talk to her, like she was like right here in the physical. But I used to look out at the sun, in class, in a classroom, like if I'm just like having like a, a not so good day, like something happened, or just like I'm not feeling good, or I don't know, not like sickly, but just like, ugh. I will look out the window, and I remember my classmate who be sitting next to the window. They be looking at me like, like what the F are you looking at? Like why are you looking at me thinking I'm looking at them? No, I'm looking past you. I'm looking at the window. But anyways, I used to look out that window in the classroom. True story. Look out the window in the classroom. I turn my head to look behind me, and I see the three suns. It'd be a big sun, a middle-sized son, and like a little small son, and I will be telepathically talking to them. I gotta tap in or meditate to see that I give them names. I'm not sure if I gave each of them names, but I know I would consider them mom, dad, and child. That's how I would consider them. And sometimes the child don't be there, and I would be talking to the mom and the dad like, where's the baby? Where's the child? They'd be like, oh, they stayed at home today. They didn't want to come out. They're not feeling so well, or just something. They didn't want to come out today or something. And I'd be like, okay, I'm telepathically talking to these suns in the sky. It three suns in the sky. A big one, a medium-sized one, and a small one. I see them as a child, and they were yellow. Three suns, like literally, like I'm thinking everybody's seen them. I didn't think it was like I'm the only one who's seen three suns. I'm thinking this is a normal thing. The sun isn't, three suns are in the sky, and sometimes it'd be two. Like I said, the baby, the small one, would be off someplace else. But anyways, so I remember one time in the classroom we was learning about planets and stuff like that. So on it was like a homework paper. Close to the end of the day, the teacher, gave us paper. This was during the era of legit homework paper, not computers, not tablets, but actually paperwork. So the teacher passed out our homework packet, and she was like, and the class is almost over, the school almost over. So she was like, did anybody have any questions? We can go over a couple of the questions, if y'all need some help with some questions. So people was raising their hand, what's the answer to such and such? Can you help me out with question, yada yada. So I'm looking at one of the questions, and it was like, what planet has one sun in the atmosphere? Like, what planet only has one sun? And it was like a multiple choice, or it had different ones. I don't know. It was like a question like that. And like A, B, C, or D, or neither, something. But it had Earth. Like Earth was and like some of the answers. So I was just like, well, I know the answer is not whatever Earth is in, but Earth was like connected to like Jupiter or Saturn or something, some other planets that actually had one sun. But when Earth was in it, I'm like, well, I know that's not the right answer, because Earth has three suns. So I'm like, what is the freaking answer? So I asked my classmate that was sitting next to me. I'm like, what's the answer to question whatever? They reading it. They're like, you don't know the answer to that? I'm like, no, because I said, no, it's not Earth. And they turned around, they looking at me. Then I remember they turned around looking at our other classmates. It was like, Demetria don't know the answer to such and such. She said it's not Earth. And I'm like, yeah, it's not Earth. So everybody like, what? Earth? It is. Earth is yada yada. So I basically was like, it's three suns outside. Like, y'all don't see the three suns. Earth got three suns. And they were like, what? Earth don't have no three. We only got one sun. I said, look out the window now. I kid y'all not, why the class started going to the window, like some of my classmates started going to the window, looking outside. Some of them seen the three suns, and some of them did not see three suns. Some of them only seen one. I think a couple of them seen two, but it was three suns out there that day. And then the teacher was just standing like up at the classroom. Like, I don't know, thinking back at it now, I think it was probably like destined. All the teachers that I have is for a reason. But some of the kids seen three suns, and some of them only seen one. And I think after that day, I probably seen three suns one more time, and that was it. It was just come down to one sun. But I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, but some kids, it was just weird how I seen three suns, and some of my classmates seen three suns too, and the majority of them only seen one sun in the sky. So as a kid back in the 80s, if y'all remember, especially in Maryland, seeing three suns in like 1986, 87, 88-ish or something like that, please let me know, because it is three suns. I know, because I've seen it for a fact. It was a classroom discussion. Well, not discussion, but it was like, Demetria sound a little bit off. She's talking about three suns in Earth. There's only one. But it was three. I used to talk to them telepathically. So, okay, that's it. Three suns I know what I'm talking about.